Hello, Fabulous Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of September 2016. Love focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What a big month it is for all of us. That certainly does include you. We've got two eclipses happening this month. The first one taking place at the very top of your sky, the second at the very bottom. And as I look at this, in the context of love in particular, this is saying big picture all around. Both of these eclipses are speaking to planets in your sign. So there's an element here that's very personal, that is very much to do with you and your heart and what you truly want and who you know yourself to be. And all of this is speaking to your understanding of your ultimate direction, where you're headed, and your understanding of your foundation, of the ground on which you stand. So it is a very powerful sky. And especially in the context of love, if you're open to meeting someone new, this is not going to be the kind of energy where you'll be thinking just about enjoying yourself and being light. Now, where it comes to friendships, we are going to have Venus in a part of the sky that has to do with friendships for much of this month. And so that can be really nice for enjoying yourself with friends, or possibly feeling a sense of romantic feelings towards a friend as well. That is possible. But having something easy breezy, not so much with a sky like this. This is a sky that is very consequential. This is a sky that is making you very aware early in the month that you have certain responsibilities, making you very aware that there are certain limits that you want to adhere to. And then as we move to the middle of the month, the eclipse certainly has your passions going. And at the same time, Venus, right around the same time as we move into the month, will be standing across from Uranus. We'll also be speaking with Pluto as well. So my advice would be, as I look at this, if you're open to meeting someone new, all of this suggests that you may be looking towards a friend or wanting to connect through friends, but it is exactly those areas where you want to be a little bit careful because things may not go as you plan. And things can really get either really real or really intense very quickly. So you just want to be cautious of that, especially if you're looking at a friend for romance. But having said that, because of these eclipses as well, the energy is it's so holistic. It's not about just being able to necessarily just enjoy yourself doing one thing, but rather you're thinking about your ultimate direction. And if anybody you meet who comes around right about now has to fit into that. And it is possible in the middle of the month, again, if you're open to meeting someone new, if you do connect with somebody, chances are it is not going to feel so much like there is that understanding. There might be a certain attraction, a very powerful attraction with someone that you meet, especially around mid-month. But because the energy really is about, does this person really get me, really understand me? Is this person going where I'm going? And that might not necessarily be the case. Now that is okay because we've got lots of other great things happening. Just because the friendship area isn't, necessarily the best place to look for in love, even though it'll be your default place, that doesn't mean there won't be lots of opportunities for love and friendship, particularly as we move towards the later part of the month. And that is because Jupiter and the Sun are going to meet in the same part of the sky, having to do with friendship. That is when some of the surprising energy will subside, and some of the very faded, consequential, kind of heavier energy starts to subside. Things start to get light, start to get fun, and love becomes that much more possible. For those of you in an established bond, these eclipses are saying that there's a sense, an overall sense, if you will, of evaluation taking place in many different areas of life. So with this overall sense of evaluation happening, an inner evaluation as well, an inner search as well, and thinking about how well your partner fits in with this bigger picture, or maybe not so much. But I think that for the overwhelming majority of Sages, this particular sky does suggest that you will be very busy kind of doing your own thing, and there'll be other things maybe in your pursuit of your larger goals, in your understanding and refinement towards your life purpose and what you truly desire to do. As all of this is manifesting for you, chances are that any frustrations or any questions that arise, It is going to be your relationship, it is going to be your partnership that allows you to reflect, allows a certain safety, if you will. That seems to be very much more likely. But for a small percentage of you out there, because there is such big picture thinking, if you are with somebody and you know that this person isn't really fitting in, then it's going to feel like a little bit of an adjustment, and it's going to feel a little bit like you're trying to make this person understand what you're feeling, what you're wanting, what you're going for, and maybe it's taking a while for that real understanding to take place. So that is a possibility. Again, that's just a small percentage of you out there. But even with that, as I look at the sky, it does suggest that decisions that you're making now are really helping you to tap in to some truth about yourself. And that connection, that knowing, and that connection to you allows you to be that much better a partner in any bond you find yourself in. What I love about this sky for you is that sense of the big picture, and is that sense of knowing that you are strong. You are strong within, in heart and body and soul. And with that inner strength and also the real willingness to enjoy your life, you can't help but find that support you need in the context of a whole lot of love around you.